Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got some more plays from the Cardinals playbook. I haven't put out any Cardinals plays in probably a couple months. I couldn't even tell you what the last one was that I put out, but I put out so many trick plays from this playbook at the beginning of the Madden season when the season dropped, and I really got away from it. Like I said, I don't want to put too much time in one book, but since I've gotten away for it for so long, I would like to make a trip back through some of my more popular books, playbooks like the Cardinals, the Saints, which I just put out a lot of new plays, the Raiders, the Panthers, the Ravens, a lot of the playbooks, a lot of the ebooks that I put out that are really some of my better ones I really want to touch on. And like I said, I think it's a good time to go back through the Cardinals a little bit, so I might focus on them this week. It's always up to you guys though. Let me know in the comments section, hit the like button, what playbooks you want me to work on, or if you want me to stay in these playbooks. But I have some really good stuff out of the shotgun split slot today, which is a formation that you can find in a lot of different playbooks under slightly different names. I could easily do two parts of this video, so if you want to see a part two, hit the like button and I'll do a part two. Today I'm going to focus on more of the trick plays slash run plays. Anytime you go to the Cardinals, you got to show the trick plays off because there's just so many great ones. So the way this formation sets up, you actually have two running backs in the backfield. You have, at the moment, I don't even know who Chase Edmonds is. I think he was a rookie this year. I'm not entirely sure. David Johnson, obviously, is really talented. You have quite a few package options. You can set up, you can have a fullback, which you can, replace your traditional running back. If you have a good fullback, that might be the way you want to go. You can also put a tight end there. If you have a good tight end, you can put a tight end in the slot or in the backfield. The backfield, like I said, if you have an athletic tight end, that might be the way to go. It really depends on what your best backup running back is. I would say ultimately having tight end slot is a pretty good setup, but you can bypass that if you're going to go run plays especially, and you can just go ahead, you can put both of these guys as tight ends, which is really going to help you in the run game. I'll go ahead and I'll do that here. I don't think you don't necessarily have to, but you're going to see how much longer good blocking tight ends hold these blocks, and your opponent typically won't know that it's going to be a tight end play based off of that look. Like I said, if you're going to do the pass plays, which I'll show later, I'll have to switch those guys back, but for now, at the very least, tight end slot is probably a good way to go, because there are like bubble screen plays where obviously that would help that as well, the wide receiver screen. I'll show that in a little bit as well, but for now we're going to focus on some of these trick plays and some of these run plays. I already set up my my audibles as far as the run plays go. I got the shovel option, which is going to be that trick play that I'm talking about, the halfback gut, the fullback inside, and then the halfback off tackle, which to me is probably one of the better, that combination of run plays is terrific. So let's start off showing off these run plays. If I still have time, I'll show some of the trick plays. And like I said, if you want to see a part two, some passing plays out of this formation, or if you just want me to stick around in the Cardinals playbook a little while longer and show you more plays, make sure to hit the like button. I'll do that next. Before I start the video though, I just want to thank my new sponsors at MMOXP.com. If you guys are looking to buy some coins for your MUT team, you can do that there, and you can support me by supporting them and buying your coins through them. And make sure to use discount code MONEYSHOT so they know that you came from my site, from my channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. So since this setup is traditionally a three wide receiver set, two running back set, you're going to see a lot of nickel defenses. So I picked the nickel defense. If they come out in something like a 4-3 to try to stop these run plays, or a 3-4, 5-2, 4-4, whatever, you can switch over to pass plays. Obviously, I got rid of all of them because that's not really the point of this video. But it is what it is. You have those options. So, like I said, to me, I don't really know which one's the best run play, but I know my three favorite are going to be the fullback inside, the halfback off tackle, and the shovel option. The shovel option probably gives you the most as far as, after the snap. I mean, pretty much when it comes to these other plays, you're going to want to pick that ahead of time. And the way that this defense is set up right now, I don't know if I really have an advantage at any point to get outside. I think the halfback off tackle would probably be the way that I would go. But you can see there's not really a great run lane just because all the gaps are taken away. So in that scenario, I'd probably go with the shovel option. Here I have a little bit more of a gap, a lane in the middle. I would definitely say the fullback inside. And I didn't mean to flip the play, but that would be, you can see, I mean, right between the right end or the right tackle over the right guard, there's obviously a gap there. So I would want to go fullback inside. Now I accidentally flipped it, I'm going the opposite way, but this really shoots towards that lane, so you can see that there's definitely going to be opportunity. So you're just going to be looking, you're going to be using your regular running principles, looking for gaps, looking for outside leverage here. Once again, I mean, I could take this off tackle Typically, this is an outside run play, or at least that's how I'm going to want to run it. You can see right here, I mean, the blocking is just amazing on how it sets up. And a big part of that is, like I said, I have tight ends in at the wide receivers. You can see how they hold up longer. Let's go to the replay just to show that again real quick. So like I said, I mean, this is just such an easy run play to the outside. I'm really surprised that I didn't house this. But look how these tight ends are just holding their blocks. You're gonna have a tight end. If you put a tight end in, you don't have to. Like I said, you're still gonna be a good run play even without the tight ends. I'll take them out here in a minute. But you're gonna see, I mean, the tight ends are just gonna hold these corners down that much better. And then, like I said, I mean, I really thought that I would house this, but apparently this guy came from all the way across the field. Larry Fitzgerald, the only tight end I don't have on the play, he doesn't get in there long. He doesn't get a hold of the guy. So it is what it is. But you can see how this is just gonna be a really easy run play, especially the outside. So here we have another stack box. Like I said, to me, the shovel option will get me out of the stack box. This is a good opportunity to pass, but I think the shovel option is the best way to go. So what I'm going to try to do when I sweep to the right here is I'm going to hold the ball with the quarterback as long as possible. Typically, these two defenders marked with P's will hold up to the point where I can take them out with my quarterback. I'm going to treat my quarterback like a blocker to an extent. So like I said, right here, they hold up long enough. I don't know why. Neither one of them really made a good reaction. Even the one took me out, the other one just stood there. But you can see how effective that is. And here we go. We got it once again. I'm going to go with the shovel option once again. Like I said, a lot of times these guys just don't react. Hold the ball as long as possible. There, I probably should have just kept it with the quarterback. I lost a few yards by getting rid of it. Typically, you want to run the shovel option when you have a stacked box like that. That'd be the best play. That's typically going to be the best way to do it, because typically like this here, I have a gap, you know, once again, right where the fullback inside would go. So I'm just typically going to take it over there. This is going to be the way to go. I'm not really hitting that hole. I mean, I'm getting 5 yards, but I really could be getting a lot more if I was hitting that hole. Now, when it comes to the shovel option, you do have an inside option as well, which is actually my better player. So you do have the option to get inside. I just find it's a little less consistent. You can see right there, it didn't necessarily work out. But it's something that, you know, you have to be aware of. It's not always the pitch to the outside that works. Although I do feel like that's definitely the most consistent. You can see right there, it definitely worked out better than the inside pitch. But you do have that option. So here's a scenario, like I said, I mean, I don't necessarily want to run it on this play. If I do have a man coverage, you can motion this guy across and give yourself, you know, it would take away one of these receivers, one of these defenders, I should say. So that is something to keep in mind. But ultimately, like I said, this is not necessarily where I would want to run this play, but you can still have success. You can see right there. I mean, it still beats the coverage, even though they're kind of slanted in that direction. So here's another scenario. Like I said, anytime if they're running a lot of man coverages, I definitely want to motion this guy across. I'm not getting that look from the computer right now. It is what it is. I just have to be aware of that is obviously a play that I can make. But here's a scenario where I could definitely take that outside run. Like I said, very consistent run. You're really just going through the 3 runs. You have an inside run and an outside run, and then you have an option run. That's pretty much how it's going to be. So here we got that stack box look. I accidentally flipped the play again, which I didn't mean to do. But this is a scenario where you're definitely going to want to go with that shovel option, because you are basically adding a blocker with the quarterback. That's essentially what you're doing. Like I said right there, I essentially blocked that guy. You know what I mean? By pitching that ball out and having him respond to the quarterback, I act as a blocker. Act as an additional blocker that takes the play away. So here it looks like, I don't know if this is a corner blitz or something. This is a perfect scenario to run this outside run play. And then you can see right here, I mean, I have, you know, you can't cover all these runs, bottom line. Here's another play. Like I said, I have the outside leverage. I'm going to use this. Like I said, that's a great block on a great linebacker. I mean, I only got about, you know, 8 yards, but I have to watch how that play worked out. Let's just go to the replay, because this is what makes a play like this so good. As you can see right here, Kuechly, whatever, people are always going to get upset at how I pronounce names, but this, the way that he comes down, he's a great linebacker. He's going to make this play. And then look at this wide receiver / tight end going, just making a huge wham block to spring me to the edge. That happened on the last 2 plays in a row. I just want to highlight it here because this is excellent blocking. How does this not spring you when you have a linebacker, like I said, a tight end or a receiver? Look at the way that this sets up. This is perfect blocking. This is how you create that crease every time, with this slot receiver or this slot tight end receiver getting out on this cornerback, and then this wham block freeing me. I mean, that's just a beautiful design. Heck of a job by Madden EA to design a play like that. So that's what you're picking. You're picking between the shovel option if the box is too full, the halfback off tackle if you have leverage to the left or right side. I mean, you can always flip the play. That's the thing about the off tackle, is if you want to go the other way, you can flip it, and you just basically just switching running backs. And then if you have an inside run play option, if you have space, if you have gaps, the fullback inside is going to be really good. And then the motion is going to help. If I motion this guy across, now I basically spread the defense out a little bit more, giving myself just more options. I mean, look at that. You could drive a truck through that. You know what I mean? Like, just because of that simple motion, just kind of cleared the linebacker in that position. Like I said, keeping with the trickery of this formation, I would definitely say one of the better plays. I mean, once again, really good blocking setup. Just like the run play, the wide receiver screen has an excellent blocking setup. You can see how even the lineman gets out to help block for the receiver. Like I said, I definitely want to make sure that I switch back out to at least have my wide receiver out here. So I'm going to go with Bird because he's one of the fastest guys. So this is, to me, a best case scenario against a lot of, off zone coverages. But you can see, I mean, it's just something good to mix in. You're definitely going to keep your opponent on their toes. Go one more time. Said we got a good, good blocking setup. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure what would be the best scenario to run this play, but you can definitely throw it in against off coverages and mix your opponent up. Now, the running back on the other side is a decent check down as well. You can see right here, I mean, it's pretty much, those are your two reads. You have your running back on the left and your wide receiver screen on the right. One of them will be open. So I'm pretty much, if it's a cover 3, either B or the Y route's going to be really good. Your running back, like I said, you can see right there, I mean, they really drop off. I can't make any adjustments on this play. You can't adjust routes because it's a screen. They took away the ability to do that. You can motion. I mean, if I want to get him a head start, like here, it looks like a blitz. This is a good scenario where I can motion him out, even though he wasn't a blitz. But still, just the idea that he's at the line, it's going to get him up the field a little bit quicker. So it's something that you can do. But that's pretty much it. And like I said, if you have a man coverage, the X route, I mean, here it's a cover 2, and it's a decent route on that as well. So, that's a good route. I really think not a lot of people know how good that route is. But I wouldn't say go through that read progression that much. If you're just running this play, if you're just starting running this play, you're really picking it because you want to take this wide receiver screen up the field. So, like I said, the B route's pretty much your first read. If that's not there, look over to your Y route, see if he's got space underneath. And then if he's not there, obviously you have Fitzgerald, which is a really good cover 2, or even a man coverage beater. He's a really good route. Like I said, even though you have the capability of Kirk, this is a play you don't call this if you're trying to make a big, you're trying to make a home run throw anyway. You call this because you're trying to hit him with this screen. You can see how this can be a very big play as well. So that's definitely where you want to go. So that's it. That's the vid. Like I said, if you guys want to see more pass plays out of this formation or this playbook, I can do this formation out of the Patriots. I can do this formation out of a lot of different playbooks have split back formations that are really good. If you want to see a larger version of passing plays out of that, do me a favor to like button or let me know in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.